Some gardens are already full and green by early summer. The lettuce looks soft and full. The peas are climbing. Everything seems calm and steady. Just down the road, another garden looks thin. Small plants, slow growth, bare spots in the soil. The difference often begins only 2 or 3 weeks earlier in spring. It does not come from harder work. It does not come from stronger fertilizer. It begins with a small planting window that many people miss without even knowing it. I have watched this pattern repeat for many years, in cold regions, in warm regions, in wet springs and dry ones. You're not doing anything wrong. Most gardeners simply plant at the wrong time, and when the timing shifts, the whole season feels different. Before explaining why this works, it helps to understand how spring actually moves. Spring is not one long, steady season. It comes in quiet stages. Early spring feels gentle. The air warms up. The sun stays out a little longer, but the soil beneath your feet is still waking up. Mid-spring feels different. The ground warms more deeply. Growth begins to move faster. By late spring, in many places, the heat begins to build. The soil changes more slowly than the air. That is where many people get confused. A warm afternoon does not mean the ground is ready. The surface may feel soft, but just a few inches down, it can still be cool. In northern states and in Canada, this cool period can be short. The soil warms slowly, then summer arrives quickly. In southern states, spring moves fast in another way. Cool days shift into heat before you expect it. This is not about rushing, it is about noticing. When you understand that spring has phases, you begin to see why some plants thrive early and others struggle. There are a few vegetables that truly love this early window. They do not fear cool soil. In fact, they prefer it. Lettuce grows best when the days are mild. Spinach sends out strong leaves when the ground is still cool. Peas climb happily in gentle weather. Carrots and radishes settle quietly beneath the surface, building roots before the heat arrives. These plants were made for early spring. Their roots can handle cool soil. Their leaves enjoy soft sunlight. They do not demand high heat. If frost worries you, that is understandable, but these plants are tougher than they look. A light frost may slow them for a day or two. It rarely harms them. In warmer zones, this early planting should happen right away. The cool window does not last long. In colder zones, the soil may still be firm. Once it becomes workable and no longer frozen, these crops can go in. This is where many gardeners begin to see success. But the real turning point comes from one simple understanding. Spring success depends more on soil temperature than on the calendar. The date on the calendar cannot feel the ground. The soil does not read numbers. It responds to warmth. Roots wake up before leaves do. Leaves may look ready, the sun may feel strong, but if the soil is still cold, roots grow slowly. And when roots grow slowly, the entire plant waits. This is why one garden can move ahead while another lags behind. It is not about effort. It is about what is happening below the surface. Checking soil warmth does not need to be complicated. A simple soil thermometer can give a clear answer. Pushed a few inches into the ground, it shows whether the soil is ready for certain crops. Even without a tool, your hand can tell you something. If the soil feels icy and heavy, it is still resting. If it feels cool but not cold, early crops will often respond well. Local extension reports can also give guidance. They track soil temperatures in many areas. This can bring peace of mind, especially in unpredictable springs. Once you see that soil warmth guides growth, your decisions become calmer. Now, there is another side to this timing. If cool weather crops go in too late, they begin to struggle. As the days grow hotter, lettuce may turn bitter, peas may stop flowering, spinach may bolt and send up tall stems. This is not failure, it is simply the plant responding to heat. A delay of 2 weeks in early spring can shorten your harvest by a month. The plant feels the rising temperature and shifts its energy away from leaves. If you missed an early planting, that's okay. There is often a second chance. Many cool crops can be planted again in late summer for a fall harvest. Gardening moves in cycles. Understanding timing removes pressure. It allows you to work with the season instead of against it. At the same time, there are other plants that need a different approach. Tomatoes, peppers, and basil love warmth. They do not enjoy cold soil. Their roots slow down in cool conditions. Starting these indoors now can give them a gentle head start. A bright window or simple grow light is enough. The goal is not to force fast growth. It is simply to let them begin safely. Starting indoors does not mean moving them outside right away. This is a common confusion. Many gardeners see a warm week and feel hopeful. But if the nights are still cold, tomatoes can stall or suffer damage. In southern regions, transplanting may happen earlier. In northern regions, it is wise to wait until after the last frost date. The soil should feel warm and steady. If your seedlings grow slowly indoors, that is normal. They are building roots. Strong roots matter more than tall stems. There is no need to push them. Steady growth is enough. As you plan your spring garden, comfort matters too. Gardening should not feel like strain. Raised beds can reduce bending. Containers placed at a comfortable height make planting easier. Even a simple table with pots can bring vegetables close to you. Mulching early helps keep soil steady. It holds moisture. It reduces weeds. It saves effort later. Deep digging is rarely needed. Heavy fertilizer is often unnecessary in spring. The soil already carries nutrients from winter. A gentle approach works well. When timing is right, the work becomes lighter. Climate differences deserve attention, but not stress. In colder regions, focus first on cool crops. Let warm season plants wait until the soil truly warms. In warmer regions, move quickly with cool crops before the heat rises. Then begin planning heat-tolerant replacements for late spring. You do not need to be perfect. Just observe. Watch how your soil feels. Notice how plants respond. Small adjustments make a large difference over time. If you feel comfortable, you might share your gardening zone and what you are planning this year. You could mention what struggled last season. Hearing from each other brings clarity, no pressure, just quiet learning together. Spring does not reward force, it responds to timing. When you plant at the right moment, plants grow with less resistance. When you respect soil warmth, roots build strength before leaves rush ahead. You do not need to do more this spring. You simply need to plant at the right moment. Timing beats effort. Soil warmth beats guesswork. Small steps beat large overhauls. If a planting feels slow, pause and check the ground, not the calendar. If a crop struggles in heat, remember that its season may have passed. Gardening moves in waves. There is always another window. This spring, let the soil guide you. Let the season unfold gently. Work with what the ground is ready to support. Do less. Get more. Gardening is not about speed. It is about rhythm. And rhythm feels easier on the body. It feels easier on the mind. This spring, trust what you see. Trust what the soil tells you. You do not need to push. You do not need to rush. You only need to work with the moment in front of you. And when you do that, the garden gives back quietly. Do less, and you will often see more.